Curious to know what the students want to say about what they liked about that. It was a cool piece. I liked the ending. I thought it was super well resolved at the end. I see nodding heads. Do you guys have comments? Yeah.
Near the very end, I don't know, the faster movement I get. That was really cool with the arpeggios and the chords, and how you all were just, I don't know how you describe it, but I liked it.
I think that the first of the two movements that they played at the end of the march.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Other comments? Yeah.
Woo! That was awesome. You guys' tone was so good, and you guys were in tune. I liked it a lot. It was really good.
Thank you.
Great. Who wants to go?
Do we have the lullabies up here?
Yeah, the Copeland is right
yeah,
here.
so the ending right there should kind of, the very ending should kind of sound like that. Yeah, just kind of trail up and calm down.
Just disappear.
I think Whitney's going to have fabulous violas.
Yeah.
I told him to be nice to me.
No, I'm not kidding. Your vibrato is like viola vibrato. It's like, yeah!
Thank you.
You could be
Maybe I should
a
change
violist.
You could be a violist.
Well, thank you.
Great job, Jordan.
I don't have a lot to comment on, but amazing you could learn this in the amount of time you have learned it. So hats off to all of you. At the beginning of the month, one thing that I was really wanting to hear is these runs here at the beginning, a measure, pick up the measure two. They started a little bit too loud. It's forte, but you got to have somewhere to go. Like it just went up. It didn't go anywhere. So can we try that again? And just start a little softer, and then really crescendo right to the top of the phrase do you know what a Gajic accent is? Yep. So sorry to scare you there. That's on video too. Yeah. So just hold back at that top so it gives more of a climax. Try that again. I would like to hear you more. Come down to maybe mezzo piano even.
Okay.
So it just rises out of the. Kaitlin, I think what you could help them out in this is when you come in, da 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 da, because you're going down. They have this wedge. Okay. Yeah. When you come in, just really da 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 da. They'll start rising, and then you just kind of take over because you're going a different direction there. They're going up. You're going down. So, first note, it's a little. Yeah. Let that bow just really fly. Lots of bow speed. Try. So it rings more. It was kind of yeah. Let it breathe more. No. Try again.
That's your first impression, that first note. And the audience is going to make conclusions about your performance by that first note.
So grab. If you keep the bow on the string.
Release.
Your bow has to get out of the way of the string, or the string can't ring.
Start from the string with a good bite, but then releasing it.
Wow, it's like twice as loud! Whoa! Do it again. Okay, we need more from Kaitlin. Use this much bow. Yeah! That much. Ooh, nice super over. Nice. I could go on for
It's like a different,
hours.
like a different group.
It does.
It's night and day. It's so awesome.
On those pizzicato, really make sure you get the C string so you get the green. It's you're getting it, but really get more on the C string. Can we try that part right there? So it's at 7? Yeah. Try plucking that here more than here. Yeah. But still soft. Yeah.
With this level of piece and where you guys are playing, I think I just kind of like the other group, just like see a little bit more eye contact. I think eye contact, you probably talked about this in your coaching with Yeagi, but it's not 100% necessary to have a musical performance, but it's like the extra frosting on the cake, like it's going to really help the audience feel like you're moving as one entity, and they'll be like glued into that. It's like the electricity that we need, you know? So I was trying to think where would be, I mean, you guys are really familiar with your parts, it seems like. Obviously the notes are going so fast so you don't want to look away too long because it's like the panic feeling. But where are somewhere that you're pretty comfortable with your notes? Maybe 23.
Maybe 23, yeah, that's right.
Let me see it, 23. Just any chance you have, especially if you have a figure with another, if you know you're playing the same rhythm as someone, just try to get your eyes up out a little bit, just if you can. I know you're already so musical, but this is just
I know,
add a little bit.
I
can do this.
A little bit of
Oh, is it? It's actually 22 when you have
Yeah,
it.
22,
22,
is that okay?
22,
Take up to
yes,
22.
I love this part. look at your music when you have that?
Oh, I was looking at both of them.
No,
Was I not looking enough?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying the parts where the parts that are a little bit more like they just stay the same. I mean, everybody has a feeling like that. Yeah, just that's a really good time to just. Yeah, I think you. It's kind of like dynamics, like you think you're doing it, but you could just exaggerate a little bit more.
Okay.
I know, Yeagi, do you have anything you want to say about that?
Oh yeah, like and there are important moments that you're like really together that you really actually have to look at each other. Like da 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 da. We talked about taking a little time there and then starting soft together, and then like I think you guys kind of panicked right before, like, are we together right now? And then you played it, and then you just like you rushed into the second beat. You know, so you didn't have that same effect that we had yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. And so eye contact is really, really important.
Yeah.
So I have a question for Kaitlin.
Yeah.
And Whitney too. When you guys are in unison, who has the main voice? You both
Yeah,
do.
we're playing the same thing.
But which person leads though?
We should
I'm more prominent, but it probably should be you. I don't know.
I've always felt that the lower voice is the main voice and the other one is the overtone.
Yeah.
So we could really use more from the cello, more leading from the cello in that section.
Okay.
And then it will sound more powerful because it basically it is unison. It's one voice, but the bottom has to be louder than the top.
All right. Do you have any other comments, Steve, that you wanted to make?
Oh, we just something that we talked about yesterday is the rhythm para whenever you have bump para rhythm, no gap between the 16th note and the quarter note because that's gonna slow you down. Okay, so absolutely no gap between the 16th and the quarter note. Because if you lift after the 16th note, you're gonna be too late. Para bum, set the ball. Para bum, para bum, para bum.
Nice. Nice.
March.
Okay. Anything else? All right. I think that is a wrap. Thank you so much. So, Miss Cruz did a great job. Very nice.